Morning everyone. Right, I've come on. The other day I was on and I done a mixed media stickpin tutorial. Well, I didn't really like the way they turned out. I mean, this is them here. They're absolutely fine, and I will send them to the person I was going to send them to, but I wanted something prettier. So I came up with this, and it's a flat back cabochon, a doily applique. This one has got a feather behind it, the other one doesn't. It doesn't really make any difference, apart from making it a bit fancier. And I've made this wee holder to hold them. Now, I got the idea from, I'm trying to find it, Scrap and Stampers, and I'll leave the link down below. She does them very narrow. They're probably about half the width of that. So I've altered it slightly. And this is another one that I've just made there. The only difference I've made with this one is I've made a border around it. Right, so the other stick pins I've made are these ones here, and they have got a paper, mulberry paper butterfly at the top, and what I've done is I've used 4 butterflies to make them into a 3D butterfly, and then I've just added some pretty beads under them. That's can't remember. Is it amethyst? It's a semi-precious stone. I can't remember what one it is. And then I've got a small crystal rondo, and then in there it's just an acrylic purpley Aurora Borealis one, and then just 2 bead caps at either side. And I'll just put these in here. And to put them in, you're just holding your base and just push it in gently. And this will just stop anybody getting hurt with them being sent through the post. The other one I've done is the exact same, only a different colour. This is more pinky, the butterflies. And the butterflies have been coloured with crystal stickles as well, to give them that extra sparkle. So I'll just put that in this side, I think. And finally, these are my favourite ones, I must admit. It's a flower head. I just pulled the flower head off the green stem. Where the hole for the green stem was, I put glossy accents over it and put the pin in it and left it to set overnight. I've added a small paper butterfly and then a leaf, just to add extra to it. I've added a bead cap that's spaced it right out so it holds everything together. I've got a largish crystal rondo, a large crystal bead, a pink crystal rondo, that's kind of a pale lilac pearl, and then a tiny crystal bead, and finally finished off with a bead cap. And I've added just some crystal stickles to it as well, just to give it that extra wee bit of bling. And I'm just going to put these in here as well. Come on, go in there a bit. I'll just pull that one back up again. And that's the other one, it's identical. Identical beads, identical flower, identical butterfly, identical leaf, it's just the exact same. So I'm going to put that in here. Come on, go in nicely, please. And you go. Thank you. Yeah, you get a bit stuff crazy when you've not had any sleep. I couldn't sleep last night. Tossed and turned for about 4 hours and I eventually just gave up and got up again. Right, so I've got that. And what I'm going to do is stop these coming off the edge. I'm always really, really worried about someone hurting themselves with stick pins. So I'm going to, if I can find them, yeah. It's just add these to the bottom of them. And it just stops MD having any accidents. Yes, they're not as pretty, but to be honest with you, I think safety is more imperative than being pretty. In fact, I think I might even turn these and put a bit of card over the top of that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put that card over it because it looks hideous and I don't like it. So I'm just eyeballing it. Pressing down where I know the beads, the glue dots are. And then I'm just going to trim along the bottom there. And that's just a bit prettier. And I know they're safe. No one's going to get hurt when they appear through the nail. So I'm going to do that with the other set as well. Just, oops, stick it to my table, that's not great. Just stick that on there. That on there. And this one I could probably get away with. We're using some pink maybe. That's wide enough. Yep, that's fine. As I said, it doesn't need to be perfect, but it just stops any accidents. Oops, there we go. And I'll just show you how to make these wee holders. They're super easy. I'll just move these out of the way and I'll use it to put the other ones into. Right, so get rid of all my mess. Oh. And I have actually scored this, so I won't even need to pull my scoreboard up actually. You're scoring at 3/4 of an inch, 1 inch, then you're going to 1.5 and then 1 3/4. Okay. Height and width is totally up to you. Whatever height and width you want is fine, but for this fold to hold your pins, that's what you're needing. And you're just folding them in, and I'm just going to burnish them just to make sure they're nice and tight. I'm just using my glue adhesive, my what do you call it? That one, ATG gun. Oh, lack of sleep doesn't do me any good. Ian's about to work this morning, so I've got an empty house. Jordan's round his own flat. Jaden stayed with Mum on Sunday night and Monday night, so Ian's picking him up tonight because he goes back to school tomorrow. They were off for mid-term break there. Right, so that's that part done. Then you're using a bit of pink card, add a couple of bit cut. This it. I'll just double check that. No, that's too narrow. This one, that's it, that'll do. So you're just then putting it on, and I'm just putting a wee border around it, and then just make sure that your hill and valley are kind of even. That's absolutely fine for me. And then just straighten it down. Now, obviously my hill and valley's not perfect because it's a bit off there. I can notice it with my card stock that there was something not right. So I've fixed that now. That's it. So that's my wee holder done. And just to embellish it, it's nothing much really, but I'm trying to see if I've still got one on this. I'll just put maybe hugs on it. Got love on it? No. I will have that on. Oh. There we go. That one's on that. And then all you're doing is taking off with, and I'll just tilt you up because I'm not seeing that at all. And that's with. And I usually put this on with a pokey tool on my craft knife, just so I've got a bit of control with it. So that's with. And again, it doesn't need to be perfect. With love. Ah, come on. With love. And then I'll just add a, in fact I'll put a wee flower on this one, I think. The other two have added love hearts, but I like to be different. And then these ones, I'm just putting these on as they are because they are an extra. And just same applies, put it down flat. Oops, I'm going to move it in a wee bit actually. Hold it down flat and push it in. And then the same with the other one. Oops. And then I'm going to do the same as I done a minute ago and just put a wee sticky pad over both of them with a wee bit of card over it just to disguise it slightly. These are actually a bit high up. So what I'm going to do here is hopefully be able to put it underneath it. Because it won't make any difference as long as it's in. There we go. That's much better. And then we're just adding a wee bit of card over the front. That size is absolutely fine with me. Trim that side to make sure it's square. And then we're just going over them. So that's our two stick pins. So these are my ones for my swap on Crafty Swappers UK. And I'll be getting them out in the post hopefully tomorrow. If not, it will be later today, hopefully. If my thin appears, I'm just going to move those ones up to the middle actually so you can see them. So have a wee go. I will leave the link to scrapping stampers to show you how to make these from scratch. They're so easy, but they're effective and they're not heavy. So when you're posting them, they're not going to be an obscene amount of postage, which in a reality is important to us. Anyway, I'm going to let you go and I will speak to you all later. Bye for now.